Okay. Okay. hopefully, um, hopefully I'm seen. You guys can see me. So I've got something for you guys here. Let me get that out. Hopefully you guys can see my screen and shit. But we have the Raw after WrestleMania, of course. I'm here. All right. Well, I should say welcome to the welcome to the Wrestling Pod. I'm your host Carlito Santiago. If you guys can hear me, hopefully that is good. I expect you guys to. I expect myself to be heard. Hopefully, I don't know if I can be heard, but we're gonna talk about what went down on the Raw after WrestleMania. But if you guys can do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, drop a like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications. It would help out. It would help out a lot. So, um, this is the show after WrestleMania, which WWE usually uses to as a fresh start to signal what's next for the rest of the year. A lot of time was spent showing what happened at Mania, including all the titles that have changed hands on the red brand. Liv Morgan and Roman Reigns emerged as the top champions. Paige made a return with the tag team gold with Brie Bella. And Obafemi defeated Brock Lesnar before he seemingly retired, quote, retired. Come on, let's get into that in a bit. But the ruler celebrated conquering the beast. As expected, Raw opened up with a recap of WrestleMania 42 this past weekend. But Obafemi's music hit, and everybody was, Oba, Oba, you know? He simply said, the ruler has arrived before dropping the mic and doing his signature pose. This was short and sweet as it gets, and it was kind of perfect. Oba is over, so he doesn't need to talk for 10 minutes about why he beat the beast. He acted like it was just another day at the office, which makes him seem much more dangerous than some rookie who would have treated the win like some impossible feat they managed to accomplish. Not only that, but I'm also trying a new setup here with the instead of using OBS. I'm trying this new setup here. I hope you guys like it. So I give you the whole Bleach Report and you guys get to see my camera that's on. I know it might be a little laggy, sort of, here. I'll try to adjust the camera a little bit. Oh, that's too much. God damn, okay. But so you guys can just, get used to some fresh changes, hopefully. I hope this, goes well. I don't have to, do much, but I can share stream, which is nice. Hopefully my mic is okay. I hope if I have to change some things up, I might be able to. I don't know. It says I can customize a couple of things, but I can't do anything about audio, which sucks. So anyway, B plus. I agree. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky took on the Kabuki Warriors. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky were out first for the tag team match against Asuka and Kairi Sane. Sane and Sky started the action with a lockup. They spent a couple of minutes having a nice exchange before Ripley and Asuka tagged in. They upped the intensity with a battle of strikes. The pirate Disney princess took out Ripley with a huge elbow from the top rope to the floor to send us into a break. Now, of course, you guys can watch all of this on the live stream I did for about an hour on YouTube. You guys can just check that out. I did about an hour of the Raw after WrestleMania, just a little bit, just the opening and just a couple matches, but nothing big. It felt like seeds were also being planted for Zayn and Asuka's eventual breakup, but which has been, a long time coming. Both teams had a couple of close calls, but Io Sky secured the win after Ripley hit a riptide, and Io won with the over the moonsault. B plus, nice opening. Now, of course, we also had a backstage segment between Javon Evans and, of course, Penta before Ethan Page had been introduced as the new Raw superstar. Javon Evans and, of course, Ethan Page agreed to have a match. So it looks like we're going to see Javon Evans and Ethan Page. Is he still the best in the world? Well, see, after a break, CM Punk made his way out with no music and no video before, of course, he chanted, "It's clobbering time," to his music being hit. He spoke about dealing with a lot of losses over the past 6 months. He mentioned losing his MMA trainer, his dog, and a handful of WWE employees he knew. The crowd cheered as he gave props to the people who made the show possible. Of course, the workers. He said the fans have helped him get through these losses, and losing his title didn't sting as much as losing those friends. He thanked everyone for helping him process his grief. Punk has always been known as a good talker, but there's a genuineness behind the first half of his promo that you don't get in pro wrestling as much. So, as he was getting ready to leave, Cody Rhodes' music hits. Punk joked about going over his promo time, but Rhodes had a serious demeanor. He said he expected a different reaction from him after losing his title. Punk said he doesn't feel like a loser, which seemed surprise to Rhodes. Rhodes told Punk he had a WWE title shot waiting for him whenever he wanted it. This was a pretty solid segment, and it may have been a little longer than needed, but it was okay for what it was worth. Ethan Page took on Javon Evans. I thought this was all right. Could have been a C+, but because Ethan Page is in it and how everything went down, it was good. Ethan Page made his WWE Raw debut in a singles bout against Javon Evans. That was set up during a backstage segment with Adam Pearce. The announcers reminded us the history these two have had back in NXT. All ego couldn't seem to get a handle on Evans at first, so he used a dirty tactic in the corner to poke him in the eye. He slowed the pace down, started taking the young OG, pulling the OG apart. He could tell Evans was feeling the effects of the ladder match on Sunday, but he still managed to hit some high-flying moves. These two developed great chemistry in NXT, so to see him on the main roster finally get this performance, it's fucking great. I think that's why he gets a B. So, Rusev eventually came out of nowhere, tried to take out Evans, but the OG beat him to the punch. The distraction allowed Page to recover and hit his finisher for the win, which looked like a twist of fate. Lewis might have to fucking get in on this, but yeah. All Ego allowed Rusev to beat up Evans as he got after he got the win. But Penta tried to make the save, and as Penta tried to make the save, climbing to the top rope, Ethan Page threw him into the lion's den, threw him right into Rusev. So Page also was like, "Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not even gonna get in there. I'm not even gonna do that. Fuck that." He backed out like a little coward. But I like that because that's all ego. I don't know how he does this thing. It's so cool. It's so cool how he does it. He's so fucking. You just want to punch him in the face. Anyway, moving on. Liv Morgan took on the newest member of Monday Night Raw as well, Sol Ruca. But first, she had to cut a promo. Liv Morgan came out to celebrate winning the Women's World Championship from Stephanie Vacquier at WrestleMania. The rest of the Judgment Day was by her side. She put over Vacquier by giving her a good fight, but she also praised herself as the most talented woman in WWE. Sol Ruca from NXT came out and said that Morgan has been an inspiration to her. Morgan thanked her, but also told her, get the fuck out of the ring. Pierce came out and said, whoa, you ain't gonna do that shit. Let's have this match. So she got a referee. He got a referee. Car. Shout out. They got started after the break. So Ruca took control right at the gates. This match was okay, but definitely did not live up to what we know either woman is capable of. Especially Ruca. There were some highlights, but overall, this wasn't a action-packed as it could have been. So Ruca hit the Soul Snatcher, a dive over the top rope that woke up the crowd, got a holy shit chant. Unfortunately, Zarya showed up and attacked her former friend while the referee was occupied. This attack led to Morgan capitalizing on it and getting the victory. So Morgan scores a win. Not only that, but Paige and the Bells were shown in the crowd with the WWE Tag Team titles. Morgan also debuted as Mania appears to be a permanent entrance music now, I guess. The song that Morgan debuted. Okay, so then that means that that Trouble is her new thing, I guess. I don't care about this new theme. What do you guys think about her song Trouble? Let me know in the comments down below. The Vision has multiple rivals now. Well, let's not say multiple rivals, but some things. After a video about Brock Lesnar possibly returning, Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Paul Heyman came out for a promo. Heyman said he had a whole speech prepared, but he is still reeling from what happened to Lesnar at WrestleMania. He handed the mic to Paul, which got loud boos from the Vegas crowd. The social media megastar said he hates the outsiders who come into WWE, which was purposely ironic for him to say. Heyman brought out Braun Breaker for his first Raw appearance since his tricep injury. Actually, tricep and hernia surgery. He called Seth Rollins weak and bragged about ruining his match with Gunther. Rollins showed up with a steel chair, but the trio got the better of him. To even the odds, the return of the Street Profits. Now knowing that Bianca Belair is pregnant, if you guys do remember, I did say that Montez Ford should appear or reappear because he's got to, he's got to feed his family, he's got to protect his wife and his kid, his upcoming kid. Like, come on, So Braun Breaker. So the Street Profits showed up to even the odds. Braun Breaker hit the Visionary with a huge spear to his already taped up ribs to end the segment. This could have been a boring heel promo, but the crowd being so loud is what made it entertaining. The fight with Rollins and the Profits was fun and initiated two different feuds. The Street Profits will chase the tag team titles while Breaker and Rollins have their own feud. Or what might happen is that we might get a 6-man tag team match at Backlash. Possibly. So, Finn Balor took on JD McDonough in a match that doesn't really get to talk about, but it was just another little fight that they had. But Balor won against McDonough, putting away his old Judgment Day teammates. And now we can talk about the Bloodline being back. And of course, well, who stepped up? The final segment of the night saw Roman Reigns come out to celebrate winning the World Heavyweight Championship alongside his cousins, the Usos. The OTC said he missed having the trust of the Usos and doing business with them. He told them that they are stronger together than they are apart. He recalled how they ran WWE for 4 years together and asked if they would be by his side again, not as underlinings, but as equals. The Usos seemed on board. But that is when Jacob Fatu showed up. Yeah, all gas, no brakes. You know what I mean? I don't know how to do that. I don't know what I mean. I don't know how to roll that. I don't know how to roll my tongue to do that shit. But he was not there to acknowledge the champion. No, he wanted to challenge the champion because he doesn't want the championship. Nah, he needs the championship. He said he wants to upgrade his life at Backlash, but Roman Reigns questioned if he is ready to carry the title yet. He said he would see his little cousin next week and made his exit. This was a good promo segment to set up Reigns' first feud as champion and propelled Jacob Fatu into the main event scene, which is always a great thing. So great to be. So what's the final word? Well, the Raw after WrestleMania had a ad-heavy episode just like the PLE, and we're not fucking fans of that either, so cut that shit out, WWE. I swear to God. But also felt like a more satisfying episode than either night of WrestleMania. Well, actually, I can't say that. I mean, WrestleMania Night 2 was actually fucking top-notch. That shit was great. But we got a couple of NXT call-ups with Paige and Ruka, possibly Zarya. Could have some fun matches there. And my friend at work, of course, was also a big fan that for me to say that Ethan Page is on Raw. I will let him know. We'll let you guys know too if Ricky Stark shows up on SmackDown. I am pretty confident he'll show up on SmackDown. But most of the promo segments accomplished their goals. Evans and Page had the best showing of the night between the ropes. But the two segments that were likely to be most discussed online are Punk's promo and Reigns' promo. All in all, this was a solid follow-up to WrestleMania that left a lot of fans unsatisfied. The fact that most of the matches for Monday were longer than most of the Mania matches themselves was also a plus. But we started the night with Femi, got a strong reaction, ended on a high note with a possible feud between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. Graded a B-. But that was Monday Night Raw. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think too about this whole setup. I've done this setup before, but again, I'm just tired with the OBS fucking changing up on me and fucking up. So this is how I'm going to conduct streams now. I'm going to write in the title and get everything, set, but this is how we'll do it. If you guys like this, let me know. I can easily share my screen so you guys can see exactly what I'm reading and what you guys see, which is perfect. But yeah, I will see you guys next week. Peace.